second edition. I thought the first edition went really well with Will. Now, I feel like we're in a little bit of a competition here as far as bringing in the best guest. And you brought in Will. In a second here, we're going to get Carlos. But, I feel like we keep upping the ante, and pretty soon
there's nowhere to go.
No, because, you're going to get Magic Johnson. Then eventually Peter Guber will come on. And I'm going to have to go like Barack Obama or something. I don't know.
Let me just say this right now. Here's to Brian, Yachty, and Kenny at Heineken. You can sponsor Shootin The Shot. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. See this wine? It could easily be a Heineken. Easily.
All right, where's our guest?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my friend.
Welcome.
Viva Mexico.
Cheers, my friend. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on, dude.
Pleasure. How are you?
I'm doing well, dude. I'm doing well. You're the second guest. Last week we had Will Ferrell, which is obviously the funniest guy in the room, but now we have the LAFC MVP of the league, Golden Boot, Carlos Vela, needs no introduction. Originally I texted Carlos to come on, and he thought he was going to be you, Larry. He thought he was going to be the host. So I'm sure he's a little relieved that he's not the host and he's just answering a few questions here.
For sure. And Carlos, I'm sure you can appreciate, I think maybe we need to make Jordan feel a little bit more comfortable, because with you, we have the 2019 MLS Most Valuable Player, 2019 MLS Golden Boot winner. And with me, you have the 2019 MLS Doug Hamilton Executive of the Year. And I'm just afraid that Jordan's feeling a little bit unworthy right now of being on with you and me.
Well, I don't think so. He have a lot of confidence. So
I
for
like
sure he have more things than us.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to surround myself with people, like accomplished people, because it raises me to that level. It gets me up there, right? Executive of the Year. It's only a matter of time before I follow suit, Larry.
For sure. I got you under my wing right
now. So I want to congratulate you on your anniversary, a new baby. Now what sex do you want it to be? Because I wanted a boy, and I've got two girls now, and so I was originally pretty disappointed. It's still kind of out there, but if you get two boys, I'm just gonna be jealous, man.
I know already what sex it is.
Oh, you don't have. We won't do the exclusive on Shootin The Shot.
That would be money for us.
Money. You have to send me the check before I answer that.
We're waiting for people.com.
But honestly, I want a girl.
Yeah.
And I have a girl.
Yeah.
So I have one boy, one girl. So I'm complete.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh,
I do a good job.
You're going to turn to mush, dude. I can't get mad. Like, I can't get mad at my daughters. I mean, one's can't talk back to me yet, but the other one talks back all the time, and I just can't get mad. I'm like, anything she wants, I'm going to give her. And Kim has to be the enforcer all the time. So just get ready for that.
I know. Everybody say the same. So I'm really excited. But it's a hard situation because, the guys, we are really bad. So you have to be ready for that.
Well, yeah, speaking of that, what did you get your wife for her anniversary? Because mine was, what year was it, first off? What year? How many years have you been married?
2, but to get married, but we are together for a long time ago. So officially 2 years, yeah.
So Larry, what is the 2-year gift? Because the 5-year gift was like, I looked it up and it said wood. And what are you supposed to do with wood? So I got her a wood candle, like a wood scented candle. I got her like the best whiskey. It was like a wood reserve whiskey because she wasn't drinking at the time. So she wanted like some booze. So I got her some whiskey for when she was done with the baby. But I feel like we might have had different gifts.
Well, considering that Sherry and I celebrated our second anniversary 30 years ago, I don't know what I got her.
What's the key to longevity, Larry?
I believe that Carlos Vela might have said this at one point in an interview. Happy wife, happy life.
There you go.
It is.
Yeah.
I learned from you. I heard good things about that, and I say I have to do it.
You got to follow the executive of the year,
Of course, always.
What are you doing right now in quarantine? I know the team issued everyone a bike, one of those Kaiser bikes. Are you just cycling? Are you trying to run? Are you getting in the pool? What are you doing?
I'm trying to do everything. This quarantine is really hard. It's a long time, and I start really excited doing bike. After that, I say I need to run. After 2 days, I say I need to come back to the bike. I have the mirror, everything. I try everything. So I'm trying to do something. It's the important thing. So you have to be happy I'm doing something, because if you don't, I need a 2 preseason or something like that after that.
Listen, as someone that is riding your coattails, I'm very happy you're doing something. I feel like at the end of this, we're going to have a better cycling team than a football team come end of quarantine, because everybody has a bike and that's all they're doing. Because I can't run, like on the street I'll run, but I'm getting too old, Carlos. I can't run on the cement.
No, your knees are not prepared for that.
It's terrible. So
stay in the bike.
I've been doing Peloton, so I recommend Peloton. It's amazing.
I tried to buy one, but they canceled.
It took 3 weeks to get here. It's ridiculous.
They stopped the product, so was no chance to get one.
I know somebody. I could help you out.
Give me the number.
I know somebody. How are you doing with your kids and everything?
Oh, good.
Or kids, one kid, but one on the way.
I'm trying to be the brother, It's hard because even when we wake up, I have to be ready for run, take cars. So I'm the only guy in the house for him. So I have to play with him all day. So it's a long day.
So is he old enough where you allow him to play video games?
No, it's not. It's 3 years.
Ah, okay.
He wanna play with the cars, with the scooter. So I have to push myself.
It's really tough, Larry. I'm telling you, man.
I promise you, it's more easy to go to training to be here playing with my kid all day.
Yeah.
I have less time now than I did when we were like in full season, full go, because you wake up, you have to I do school with my 4-year-old. Then at the end of it, got to do breakfast. Then I'm trying to get my own workout in. Then she wants to go for a run around the block. It's like endless. It's endless. And now that we have the newborn, it doesn't stop at any point. So I'm doing what?
To be fair, it's more difficult to my wife because she have 2 kids now. It's crazy. She said to me hey, before the quarantine was 1 kid, now I have 2. So I have to say thank you.
So how's she doing? How's she doing with that?
I don't know, but she some part of the day she said to me please go out and go to run or do something. I don't want to see you.
Does she let you play Mario Kart? Word on the street is you're a world-class Mario Kart player.
I like the baby Mario.
The original.
The baby, the small and fast.
Dude, we played on flights coming back, and I was blown away at how good this guy was at Mario Kart. I have no idea how somebody gets that good. Him and Dio, at gaming are the best gamers I've ever seen. And I don't know, like, I don't have that much time in the day to be able to game like that. Have you played Dio? Did you beat Dio?
Well, he's better than me. He don't have a social life. He's playing all day, I think, because he's good on FIFA, Mario Kart. I don't know how he do, but he's really good.
Did you happen to see Dio playing FIFA against your friend Javier on Sunday?
I didn't watch the game, but I heard Dio win, so it's not a surprise. Dio's really good and Chicharito's really bad. So
have you played him? Easy. Have you played him at any games?
I play him like FIFA in the World Cup, but he's really bad. He's talk, but he's really bad.
Well, he talks too much. He doesn't pay attention to the game.
Too much. He wanna talk all day. So
well, and you'll appreciate that Dio scored multiple times. He played Chicharito, and then he played against one of the players from Chicago, and he scored multiple times as himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you able to check out the Jordan documentary yesterday? Were you able to watch that?
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think?
It was really good, really good. I was so excited. Like I said to my wife, it's bedtime, but I know it's bedtime, but today let me alone, please.
I somehow got my wife to watch it with me,
really?
Which was a shocker. She fell asleep like twice, but I hyped it up so much that she actually watched it. But I knew, you being a big basketball fan, that you would have watched that without a doubt.
Yeah, my wife tried to watch, but after 10 minutes, said to me like, "You're a freaky guy." I go to take the kid and I go to the bed. So I said, "Yes, please. Today I leave you alone." I go to the room after that.
I only wish all 10 episodes were there. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the next one.
So I'm curious, Carlos. I actually lived in Chicago at the time and would go to see Michael and Scotty during all of those championship runs. You were a relatively young guy when Michael was playing. Do you have any memory of watching him play when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course, because my brother, my father loved basketball too. So they put all day or football or basketball. So I was all day watching sports. So I remember the last championship because was the most recent to me, and I remember when Michael scored against Utah. So yeah, I have good memories.
Great. And have you ever thought, Michael took a little bit of time off to try his hand at another sport? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I'm more in this quarantine, so I'm thinking a lot of things, not only sports. I don't know what I do now, so I'm preparing myself for everything.
I mean, time off. I don't know if I have a chance to actually practice other sports to be able to try to do that. But how long did he take off, Larry?
About 18 months. 2 years.
2 years of playing baseball?
Season and a half.
Baseball, yeah.
He was terrible at baseball, though.
He was not very good. He was
terrible.
But he tried.
Terrible.
He tried. It's a good thing.
He looked like in the batter's box. Did you ever see him swing in the batter's box? It was like his legs were so long. He looked like a spider up there. He couldn't actually swing the bat. He didn't. There was no way he was making major leagues.
Also playing golf, he's too big.
I've seen his golf swing though. It's pretty decent though.
No, it's really good, but he's really big. So the rest looks like really, really small.
So never really proven or established, but the story seems to be that maybe he had to take time off from basketball because he liked to gamble. Any truth to the rumor that Harvey likes to gamble?
I think it's worse than Michael. I don't know how much Michael likes to gamble, but no more than Harvey, for sure.
Listen. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay, Beta. Yeah. Beta is the one who used to drag us out. We would, after games, you'd come to our room and we'd be like, hey, do we want to go to the casino tonight? And it'd be like, I don't know. And Beta'd be like, I'm in. Let's go to the casino. And I'm like, all right, Beta, let's go. It was never anything bad other than that one in Toronto where I get kicked off. But like, other than that, nobody ever lost anything. You know, I feel like we won each and every time. And it was only after a good win. It was a good win. It was, a few guys. It was team bonding. And there was only the Toronto time. You could tell Larry about the Toronto time.
But I think when we go out to casinos, because we have a good game, so you go with a good rhythm, good feeling. So it's impossible to lose. But this time in Toronto was crazy, Larry. I say to the casino, it's not my friend because I want to sell you in. I can tell the story because it's too long. He was really rude. This guy was like,
no, I was not rude.
Yeah, you are.
No.
So I say, look, I want to still play it. It's not my room. It's not my friend. Sorry. It's not my room. It's
all
not
right,
my
now
friend.
you're saying I'm rude. You're saying I'm rude. I have to tell the story though. Beta took us to this, like, it was like a tent of a casino. It was a terrible casino. We walk in, there's like a few tables here and there. Carlos likes roulette. I like craps. They don't have craps. Terrible, right? What casino has craps? Doesn't have craps. So we go to roulette. You know, I'm not a huge fan of roulette. Carlos is the luckiest guy I know. Everything he puts it on, he wins. Everything. I'm telling you, everything he puts it on.
Not true.
So I should put it on everything he does. But like, I like to get the team galvanized, you know, like we had 4 guys there. It was a good group. We're having a good time. I'm a little loud. And all of a sudden the guy chips me out. He gives me the big chips and slides them my way. I go, my friend, like, what are we doing? Like, I'm trying to put bets, you know, doesn't say a word, just slides them back my way. I look at the group. I go, what's going on here? Like, what? I don't understand. Carlos immediately goes, I don't know this guy. Do not take my chips. I have no idea who this guy is. And so I spend the rest of the night watching everyone play craps. It was the most ridiculous thing. I wasn't being rude. There's no chance.
Every time he tried to put some chip, the guy say, you are out of the table.
The Toronto casino was the worst anyway. The
best history I have in this club. I promise you, it was so good.
Fine. Now I look bad. I get blackballed from the Toronto casino. All right. So you decide to come to LA. You had an awesome career, starting off in London, San Sebastian, coming to LA. I want to touch on your kind of career throughout that time, but it all started with your Golden Boot tournament at the Under-17 World Cup, yeah?
Yeah. That tournament changed my life because before that I was just a young guy and follow his dreams, trying to go to first division in Mexico and trying to do something good in football. But after that day was like, let's go to London, sign for Arsenal. So I was not ready for that. So was everything too fast and I was too young. So it was a hard moment for me.
Was there a lot of pressure? Because I remember, as a young kid, like I wasn't able to deal with the pressure and I wasn't able to actually play on a professional level till I was in my 20s.
I will not say pressure, but you know, mentally you are not prepared for that much in all the situations, because from nothing you start to be a recognized player. Everybody start to talk about you. You start to win some money, and your hair start to be like. So it was a hard moment because you need time to process everything and start to calm down and be normal. So the first year was hard to be myself. It was hard to just enjoy life, play, and be normal, because in the end we are normal people. But when you start, you feel you are better than the rest and you can do anything and nobody can say nothing. So that's the first mistake I make, and after some time and the years going on, I start to be a better person, a better player.
Who on that team, Arsenal, was there anybody that helped you out, like going through that transition? Because I mean, I had a completely different, career than you. I went to college, but I had a similar instance where, I thought I was better than I was. And, I had a older player take me under his wing and kind of show me the ropes and, kind of lose that attitude because, it's never going to get you anywhere. But was there an older guy on the team that helped you out?
Yeah, of course. And a lot of people try to talk to me because it's not only about that, but they're trying to make you a better player, better person. And the most guy or the guy was like always with me and trying to help was Fabregas because he's a Spanish guy, the same language. So for me, it was easy to talk with him. And he was always trying to say the right things to be better player and try to put me in London in the life and culture. So, it was a big change for me. So I was like, where I am, what I'm doing here. And he was always trying to, hey, go there, try to do this, I do that, and was better. So he was always trying to teach me a lot of things.
When you went on loan, because a lot of that time while at Arsenal, you were on loan to different Spanish clubs. Is that where you fell in love with Spain and ended up really wanting to go to Real Sociedad?
Yeah, when I signed with Arsenal, I was not allowed to play because in England you have to be European citizen or have games in the national team. So in that time, I was not ready to play there. So they sent me 3 years to Spain, and I played there. I get the passport, a Spanish passport, and after that I come back. But of course, for me, it was like really easy to go to Spain, the same language, the people are similar to Mexico. So I feel really good. So after that experience, I come to London. I see like, what is this? Raining every day. Like, I don't understand nothing. The football was really like athletic, aggressive. Like I say, no, I don't like that. I prefer to be in Spain. So I try, of course, because Arsenal is a big club. I try to play. I try to be one of the best players in the team, but was not everything like the way I want. So I said, look, I try, but it's not my place. I need to move. I need to go to better place for me, the place I will be happy. So I decided to go to Spain again, and after that, I had a great time. So it was a good move for me.
Well, I feel like a lot of your, not just a soccer career, but life has happened in San Sebastian in Real Sociedad, right? So you move on to Real Sociedad. You were there about 7 years. You met your wife there. You had your first child there. Like, how was that time 7 years is a lifetime in a soccer career. I spent 7 years in Vancouver, married my wife, had my kid there. It's like a second home. I'm sure that's how you feel.
No, yeah, of course. When the people say to me like, hey, you don't have a successful like career because you can play in a better team, I say, no, I play in the team I want to play. And I play in the place I did my life. I met my wife. I have my baby. So I'm really, really happy to don't leave San Sebastian until come here because they mark my life and make me a man, make me feel a family guy. So after that is some Carlos before San Sebastian and after San Sebastian. So for me, it's the time like I changed my life. So
I want to
really
hang
happy.
out. I want to hang out with the Carlos at the beginning of San Sebastian. I want to hang out with that guy.
If you do that, you have divorce for sure. I don't recommend that. If you want to have fun, yeah, but if you want to keep your family, don't do that. Please
that was
don't do
me. That was me in Philly, and then kind of moving to Vancouver. That's when my wife moved out and did everything. But yeah, Philly, Harvey, and beginning of San Sebastian, Carlos would have been great friends.
I think so.
So let's flash forward a little bit, Carlos, to now you make the decision to come to Los Angeles, and there's really very little here. Bob is here. John is here. There's a hole in the ground where the stadium is going to be. At the press conference, when we announce that you're the first designated player, the first any kind of player to join the club, we don't even have a jersey. You're on stage with the managing owners, Tom, John, Will Ferrell is there, and you're holding up a T-shirt that says Vela with the LAFC LA.
Yeah. I remember.
I bet you remember. So, and I remember at that time people asked you why, and you just said, "This is awesome," but you had to realize that you were taking some kind of a risk.
Like I say, when I say this is awesome, was outside. Inside, I was thinking that, what I'm doing here in this place with this jersey. I don't have a jersey. I don't have nothing.
No, not even a jersey.
No,
Yeah.
I have nothing. I say, what I'm doing here? Where is the exit?
And I don't know if you remember, but before the actual announcement, you walked up on, we were having an all-company staff meeting. And I was in this jersey. You walked by, and I did and then you had your hair was perfect.
And I put the mask.
Pardon me?
I put my mask.
I gave you the lucha mask. And the first expression on your face seemed to be, my hair is perfect. You don't really want me to put this on. But then when you put it on,
look at, he's wearing the backwards hat. His hair is still perfect.
It's always
doesn't change.
But then it's always been interesting when people put on that mask, because we use that a lot. Some people become something else, and other people don't know what to do. And you immediately took on a persona because you did this. You were ready to go.
I'm Mexican. We are luchadores, so we are always ready. We watch every Sunday the AAA. So for me, it's easy to put a mask and be something different. I transform myself after put the mask on. But yeah, like you said, honestly, when I signed for LAFC, it was a big move for me because I left 12 years or 13 years in Europe, and I came to a team I signed something. I was thinking maybe it's not a team. I come there is nothing. I was thinking everything. It was an exciting moment because I was feeling look, I'm the first one, so I will try to make something special. I want to make something like, this is my sign, this is Carlos Vela, and I want to put everything on me to create something cool. So when I came here, I try to do my best. Every day I go to training or play a game. I do my best because, when I stand here, I say, look, we have to put some show, some good things. The people in America like the show, so let's do something cool. So that's why I'm enjoying, because I feel like I'm part of something really nice, and I'm enjoying it.
Right? Did it?
Yeah, he knew the Jordan Harveys of the league would follow after he signed.
Of
He knew.
course.
He knew, of course.
Of course. The first thing I think was please give me a gamble players. And was Harvey there?
Was it a motivating factor that John Thorrington has such great hair?
I was more excited to see your cap and your glasses, and I said, "Oh, this guy is nice. I want to work with this guy." And look, that's the first safety of the year.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's kind of.
I have a good eye.
Yeah. He knows who to work with. All right, so we're gonna do something real quick. We did it with Will last podcast, Will Ferrell, and now we're gonna do it with you. But with you, it's gonna be the places that you've played. Okay, so it's start, bench, or cut. Okay, I think I have an idea of what you will choose, but let's see if you'll surprise us. So between the three major cities that you've played, London, San Sebastian, and LA, you have to start one, bench one, or cut one.
For sure, cut London.
I knew.
Wait. Give us some explanation. Well, I'm assuming because there's no tacos.
Look my face. Nah, man, it was hard moment for me. Like different culture, different language, no friends there. I wake up, it was dark. I come back to training, was dark. I take a lunch, was dark. And I can continue like that all day.
Yeah, I would imagine though, coming from like you were raised in Cancun, like a beach, sun, like that would be very difficult. I mean,
very.
This is completely different. I'm trying to make some correlations here, but growing up in Southern California, then playing 7 years in Vancouver where it's raining nonstop, it was really difficult. Thankfully, there's like a summer there that has like 2 months of sunshine that actually let me have some sunshine.
You play indoor
in a dome. So that's true.
That's a
true.
Good thing.
That's
if
true.
you put me all day inside, it's good. I can more there.
The turf took years off my career, and I don't have many left. So
I can see.
Okay, so what are you cutting, or you cutting London? What are you benching and starting?
I will bench LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because San Sebastian is home.
My family is from San Sebastian, so that's the biggest impact in my life. So I love this city, but I love more my family. So easy. It was easy to decide.
Okay, so is it the family? Is there anything else? Is it the food, the restaurants, or is that LA has the food, the restaurants?
No better than San Sebastian.
Really?
Honestly, you have to go.
I'm coming.
It's crazy.
I'm coming.
Good food, good wine.
Done. That's all you have to say.
Good casino. So for you, it's perfect. For Larry, I don't know. I have to think about it.
My wife's gonna start looking at our bank accounts, thinking that I'm gambling away everything after watching this. This is terrible.
For sure.
So they tell me, Carlos, that you love taco. So if we were to rate those three cities based on where you can get good tacos or a taco truck, does that change the order?
You're telling me San Sebastian has better tacos than LA?
No, they don't have tacos.
They don't have tacos.
Any.
and London is like so far from any sort of Mexican food.
Well, but they have a good restaurant. What's the only good thing in London?
There was a Mexican restaurant?
Yeah, it was good. Every Thursday, I was meeting Giovanni because Giovanni was playing in the same city.
Yeah.
And every Thursday, we go to the same place, the same Mexican restaurant. We have our food, some drink, and back to sleep. What's the best day of the week?
What Thursdays. What was the place called?
Mestizo. I think it was Mestizo, the name.
What does that mean?
I don't know how I say in English.
Mestizo.
You will Google it.
Yeah, I absolutely will Google it. Okay. You come to LA. I did research because I'm a professional. I did research. You scored. Let me look at this. We're gonna have to edit this out because I'm gonna have to find it. You scored out of around 180 games. You scored about 60 goals at Real Sociedad. You've been at LAFC 61 games and you've scored 50 goals. That's pretty freaking ridiculous. What is your favorite goal at LAFC so far?
Well, I mean, I think the best one is the one against San Jose.
It was a thing of beauty. It really was. It's the kind of goal that becomes the symbolic goal of a season.
Oh my goodness! Around the keeper and in! I have not seen anything like that! What a goal!
The one at home that you dribbled.
Yeah, I dribble everybody. What's a good one?
That was a good one.
What's a good one, Larry?
I don't know Lima, the right fullback for San Jose. I'm sure he's a great guy. I feel bad for even bringing this up. But when you cut back inside and he was on the goal line, I just, man, like he lunged. I just feel so bad for him. I just felt so bad for him.
I was thinking going in with the ball, but I said maybe it's too much. And somebody can come and say, no, okay, let me finish. Because that moment was like, okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Larry, do you have a favorite?
Well, this leads to another question because, Carlos, you had a variety of great goal celebrations. Yankee Stadium, some others. But there's been a certain intensity to celebrations against, let's say the Galaxy in the playoffs or in the second leg against Leon. Are the celebrations, do you think about these in advance? Like, we're playing in Yankee Stadium. If I score today, here's what I'm going to do. How does it come about?
Yeah, normally, yeah. I think, well, I don't do too much crazy things. So I'm like a really conservative player. So I don't like to make circles after every goal. But of course, in some specific stadiums or games, you say, like, okay, I will do this if I score goals. But like you say, after Galaxy games in playoff or Leon at home, it's just the feelings in the moment, just letting go and enjoy the moment. I think it's the good thing when you see somebody like cry like a crazy or connect with the people is because something good has happened. So in that part, I feel that goal is really special because it's in a special moment, again, special teams, and I feel good to have that goal.
And I don't know if you've been asked this before and talked about it, but at home, at Banc of California Stadium, when you score, and you score often, you have a little bit of a ritual. Could you explain that for the millions and millions of viewers who are going to watch this?
After goal?
Yeah, you kiss your ring.
Of course.
Yes.
To my family, always. Like I said, family is first and they are watching me. So for me, it's always special to score goals in the eyes of my family because first thing, they are there supporting me. And every score, every goal, I can feel my kid is start to see like, it's my dad. So you start to put more feelings in the goal because you see your wife is there and your kid is start to learn how is everything. So it's special.
Larry, I don't score many goals, but I did something similar to what.
Yeah.
Not LAFC with Vancouver. With Vancouver, I scored a goal, and I told my wife somehow in the last day or two that I would score a goal randomly, whatever. But I do the ring, and I point up to my wife in Vancouver where the family section is, and I think she's sitting in the suite, right? And I go like this. Lo and behold, she's like out somewhere else, maybe at the bar, I don't know. Like she was somewhere else, and I found out that she wasn't there. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. That's Kim in a nutshell, right there.
But the good celebration was in LA.
As Vela will swing in the free kick. Harvey's there! It's the opening goal for LAFC!
Because you score a goal and you make like the baby 2 years before the baby coming, but like just in case, if she got pregnant, so I'm ready. I do it.
You guys were all like, "Is she actually pregnant?" I'm like, "Yes, it's very early. It's
like,
never.
We're trying.
We're trying. Yeah, yeah. It was never gonna happen again." Kim was really early. I took a big risk doing that, but thankfully everything was healthy and we had the baby. But yes, it was very early, and Kim was like, "Really? You're gonna announce it on that stage so early?" I think we were like 5 weeks.
So, Carlos, you remember that ball that Harvey headed in last year? Can you believe how high he jumped?
Yeah, of course. I saw every day in the gym doing crazy things. So I said, I think he weighs a lot weighs because he will jump after a lot. I was thinking that, like, I will put the ball really high. He has to get it because he weighs a lot. I can put me in his shoulders and 3 people, and he's still like go like a bull.
He's saying that I'm very strong. He's saying that I'm very strong. Not that I weigh a lot, although I might weigh a little bit more than him. But he's saying that I'm very strong, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Larry.
Something
Thanks
like that.
Yeah.
So shifting topics, Carlos. So just so everybody knows, I don't have your phone number. So normally I will text Paul, one of the security guards. I'll text him questions for you. But then there was
my phone, my friend.
What's that?
You can ask for my phone. Don't worry. Don't be shy.
I don't want to be presumptuous.
If you pass the line, I block you. So no worry. So you can text me.
So people won't know this, but we had an incident, unfortunate incident, after the night we were celebrating the Supporter Shield, and your very, very lucky boot went missing, and I started getting texts from Paul with screenshots of texts from you expressing a certain level of unhappiness. But then a strange thing happened because you put on a pair of black boots and they became lucky. And I'm just curious, where did that come from?
Well, we started with an unlucky situation because I promise you, if I don't score any more goals, I kill somebody. I promise you.
I got that from the text.
I used the same boots all season. I was scoring goals. I was close to the record, and you lost my boot. I said, I can't believe it. This is not happening. Where is my power? Where is my power? So I say, let me find some black boot on internet. So I put some page and I find a good ones by internet. Jordan helped me because he's the guy use always black boots. So I said, Jordan, where you take your boots? And he passed me the link. I said, okay, let me see. So I put in internet. I was boarding at home. And I find one. I say, oh, this one look good. Let me put some good things in white just to make more fancy, you know. And I buy it. I buy the shoes, but I say can't be the same because this boot I bought on the internet, they don't have magic. But lucky for you and for me and for everybody, they continue the legacy and we score more goals. We break the records, and we are here because I found a good boots. I still with the same ones. I still with the black ones, and I'm trying to continue scoring goals.
So would you say that hat trick against Tim Howard, that last day of the season where you broke the record and then you broke your own record, that really is, those are Harvey's goals?
Well, the boots came from the black
maybe
boots.
something. Yeah, he have some credit. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Part of my bonus go to his account.
So he can gamble it.
I'm
So, yeah.
gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh my account right now because I don't think I've seen
No,
that.
honestly, I send it by email. Some chips. Maybe you don't take it.
Thank you. Yeah, just make some bets for me. I think that'll
I
make up
sent
the
some
difference.
chips from Toronto casino, so maybe that's why you don't receive it.
They held him up.
They send it to the other guy. But yeah, he have a credit. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, thanks.
You
Thanks,
do a good
Larry.
job.
I appreciate that.
That's why you're still here this season, because I say, hey, give one more year to Harvey because he sent me the boots.
So I shouldn't be paying my agent. I should be paying Carlos. And I think it's even now. It's even now. I got him the boots, and he got me the contract.
Yeah, every good boot he sent me is one more year. So
So let's talk about Champions League. So I draw the short straw, and John, Bob, and Tom say to me, you go to Mexico City and represent LAFC at the draw. And the only thing John says is, hey, we're better than everybody in our side of the bracket. I just don't want to play Leon first. So don't draw Leon. So we go down there, and on the way in, it's a big show, red carpet, the whole thing. Nobody cares that we're there. I meet Miguel Herrera. I take a picture. It's all nice. They talk to me on a show because they're talking to every club, but nobody cares that we're there. We draw Leon, and on the way out, everybody cares that we're there. Everybody wants to talk to us. This is another one of these exchanges that I had with you through Paul, because everybody wanted to talk to me about how you felt about it. And I'm curious, when you first learned that we drew Leon and you were going to go down and play in your home country, how did you feel about it? Were you excited?
honestly, the first thing I said is like, who take the ball? Who you send and take the difficult game? You have to be fired tomorrow.
Right.
But was you, and we say, okay.
I appreciate that.
Don't fire him, stay. But yeah, it was, good feeling, but bad feeling too, because it's hard to play against Mexican team. They are really good team. They have a good level. So when I know we will have to play in Mexico, I was like, oh, it's really nice because it's my first club game in Mexico. So it was excited for me. But the other part was like, why we don't take an easy team against, and we can prepare the next round, and we can be like use the game for preseason, because for us it's a preseason. What's the first game, official game in the year? So it was a difficult situation for us. But after the thing we leave, I would say thank you to you to take Leon, because they make us in a next level. So it was a good thing for us.
As an experience, it was interesting because we were standing for a few minutes together at LAX waiting to leave to fly down there. And for the most part, nobody was bothering anybody. people weren't coming up to Bob. They weren't coming up to you. We were just all having peace and quiet and conversation, waiting to get on a plane. Then we land in Leon. And every baggage handler, every airport employee wants a picture with you. We have a police escort. And instead of worrying about the crowd, the police escort, everybody wants to take a picture with you. And I'm just curious how you felt about that, because life in LA, there's a lot of stars. You're among them. I imagine you can go out in public. But down there, you couldn't walk 3 feet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a good thing because in Mexico, they love football. And if you play for Mexico and you do something good, they love you. They are like crazy for the players. So I wasn't not surprised because every time I come to Mexico to play with national team is even worse. So for me it was like was a like normal thing but really light. For me it was like, okay, it's not bad. Come in, I sign you, because in national team it's impossible. You're gonna stop for a second. You have to go ahead and go fast, because if you stop for a second, you stay there for all day. So for me was a normal day, like a office day, but was excited because I like to feel the love of my country, and it's a good thing because it's some of my work I make in all my career. So it's something like I really appreciate that. I say thank you to the Mexican fans, and I hope I can play more games.
Going on top of that, you've obviously made a lasting impression on everybody here at LAFC, and had as such a good teammate, as a good representative of LAFC. And you talked about it earlier in your career with Arsenal, how you went through some growing pains. Everybody does that. What do you attribute your attitude, your personality through your career?
Well, I mean, I think I'm the guy, like, I always try to be in the middle, like not really good, not really bad. I believe in myself. I believe in what I kind of do, how I am. I don't have to show nobody, like anybody to nobody. So I feel good, like how I am. Of course, sometimes the people say like, you are a bad guy, or you don't do interviews, or you don't sign people. But I don't do that because, sometimes I'm in my war. I've tried to be focused in myself, and you learn a lot when you are away home from 14 years. I left my home with 14 years. So you have to learn. I pass a good moment, bad moment, really bad moment, really, really, really bad moment. So I feel all the bad feeling, the good feeling. So now I can say like, okay, this I want, and this is how I want to do it. So I don't care about what the people is thinking about me, or what the people is talking about me. So I'm trying to focus in myself, in my family, and the rest doesn't matter. So that's how I am, and is the way I work.
But that's my point. Like, it's a common misconception of your personality. Everybody you've played with, all the guys in the LAFC locker room speak highly of you. And, I just feel like, people might get the wrong perception of the type of person you are for one reason or another. But, at the end of the day, you put your work in, you do everything you can for the team, and you're always there, always healthy, always putting yourself out there, and always doing your best. And that's all anybody can ask for. And so,
yeah, but what's the difference? You and the teammates treat me like a normal person, like the normal I am. And when you go out and some fan is coming they treat you like if you are like something bigger, something different, like you are not. So every person in this world come to me like normal people, like talking with me like they talk with anybody. They have a good response from me. So it's the only thing I say. Treat me like a normal because I'm a person. I'm the same guy like the next door. So if you treat me like that, I would be a good guy.
So good transition to I asked Jimmy Lopez, who's the president of the 3252. And I also asked Pat Aviles, who is our head of supporter relations, what questions they would want to ask you. And they both asked essentially the same question. And I take you back, before I ask the question, you and I were standing next to each other after the preseason match 2 seasons ago against Vissel Kobe. And we had won that match. And after the match, 3252 was doing what they do. It was loud, it was raucous. And you turned to me and you said, "This is crazy. This is practice. I can't believe this." So the question that both Pat and Jimmy had for you is, what's it like to walk out on the pitch at Bank of California Stadium and have the 3252 doing what they do, what they've done from the first match against Seattle through Borussia Dortmund, US Open Cup matches, playoff matches, you name it. What's your reaction to that?
Well, the first thing I always say, because someday I spoke with some of the 3252 guys, and I say, look, maybe you don't see like after games I go to dance and sing with you, but honestly, I appreciate the love you make, the atmosphere you create in the stadium, all the things they make it, because they are a really important part of what LAFC it is. They make it special every game at home. They sometimes push ourselves to be better team, and sometimes they win a game because you know, when you are down, you start to see the people like crazy. You are losing and they don't care about that, and they still working on it. I say, let's go, let's do it for the fans, and they are the most important part of the fans. So when I don't go after a game, it's not because I don't appreciate it, I don't love them. It's because it's my personality. I say, okay, I finish my work, I do well, I go home with my family. But when I'm there in the stadium, I am excited. Right now, I want to play because I want to play with them. I want to make a party every home game. For me, it's really cool. Like I say, when I come here, I expect cool things, and they are a cool thing.
So, and now knowing that, let's go back to when you first arrived in LA and you were wearing your awesome Mexico is the shit jacket, and you came out of the doors and there was a group of early supporters there to greet you, and the Chiva mayor, Julio Ramos, leaned in and whispered in your ear. And because I saw it on video, at some point I asked him, what did you say to Carlos? And he told me that what he said to you was, your family now, and if there's anything you ever need, we're here for you. So fast forward several years, because at the time, I'm sure you weren't thinking much about what all of that meant. But now today, with a little bit of history behind us, how does that whispering in the ear resonate with you?
No, I think like I feel like that day was like today. Like if I was playing years in the team. Was like connection until with the first day, first meet was some connection, some good connection. I say, oh, something good is coming. So I just say thank you to all the fans because we are working together to create the best team in the league. So honestly, I think we are the best team inside and outside the field. So thank you, and we have to still working because we have to win trophies.
From the moment that I signed with the team, from going to, rallies or whatever, I feel like everybody's been committed to one goal, and that's kind of bringing everyone together. It hasn't necessarily been, obviously on the field we want to win trophies and we want to win games, but it's bringing this group together and creating this culture. And I feel like everyone's doing that from, Carlos to everyone in the 32-52. So, hopefully we're back at it once this quarantine is done, and we can continue to, do a sha-la-la with the fans and get it going again. And I know I will be excited. My family will be excited because they won't see my face every single day, 24/7. And we will get this thing up and moving. But until then, it's nice to be able to share these moments with you guys and be able to have a conversation. And I know I appreciate it. I'm sure Larry does too. And thank you, Carlos, for your time and everything. It's been really fun getting to know you over the last couple of years, and hopefully it continue because you're going to continue giving me contracts. So I appreciate it.
Of course, continue give me a good boots, and you will still there. And thank you guys for making me pass a good time and make me find a good excuse to take a good glass of wine. So thank you guys.
I'm done, man. My bottle's done, dude.
Little bit.
Too. I was thinking like when it's finished to go to more. To take more.
I think that when we talked with Will Ferrell, have you seen the movie Old School?
No.
Okay. So he sang a song in that movie called Dust in the Wind, which is an old 70s, 80s song by a band called Kansas. So he thought we should challenge every guest to sing that song. So we have a few choices for you. Do you want to sing that song and see if you can sing it better than Will? Do you want to sing a different song, or would you just rather pass?
What? Talk, Jordan.
Yeah. I think instead of Dust in the Wind, my favorite song that is Spanish is Suavemente. And so I didn't learn that on guitar, but I know the words, and I think I'm going to shock you guys with a rendition of Suavemente. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Show me.
I'm going to wake up my whole house here. Okay. Suavemente, bésame, te quiero sentir tus labios, besándome otra vez. Suavemente, dámelo, bésame, te quiero sentir tus labios, besándome otra vez.
Hey, you have a good Spanish, huh?
Hey,
Wow.
That's the only Spanish I know. I try my best.
No, you have a good things. You have small things. If you said that before, I play my guitar, but
Hey,
you don't prepare me.
don't you even start. Don't you even start. I'd love to see you on guitar, strumming it like Coco, dude. My friend, congratulations on the girl.
Thank you.
That's amazing news. I'm so happy for you and the anniversary, 2 years, hopefully many more.
Thank you.
I will talk to you soon, I'm sure.
For sure. Thank you for everything, and anytime if you need me again in this show, I'm ready.
Thank you. And I'll get your number from Harvey.
Take my number and text me, please.
Oh,
I will waiting for you.
Thank you,
All right,
Carlos.
thanks, Carlos.
Take care.
Be
Have a
safe.
good night.
Guys.
Take
You
care.
too.